Brian is talking about how he wants to do factoids for Jurassic Park, and I'm like, okay, Brian, 'cause I don't know what the fuck you're saying you want to do. But okay. I trust you, though.
He's really stoked to talk about dinosaurs. Oh my god, I can't wait for tomorrow night.
He better have more than one fact, though. That's all. He better have more than one factoid.
Or else he can't really call it factoids. Oh, fucking Brian.
Oh, jeez.
Did you watch his video review?
I did.
With the
squirrel at the beginning.
You like how he's questioning himself? He's like, I could have said that better. Why did I say it like that?
Like, listening to it, I'm not certain if Brian doesn't bother to do second takes, or if the flat, like, first take delivery is intentional.
I don't even know. It's just... and he just loses enthusiasm. Like,
As he goes
it's just
on.
such a hard drop-off point.
I know.
From the intro that's all like, oh, Brian's gonna be enthusiastic this time. And then just immediately fucking loses interest in his own project. And he's just, like, bored. Oh god, Brian. It's so good.
Yeah, so we're going to find Terra, and we took the castle to travel to another continent, because that's the most practical means of travel in this world. It's by a subterranean castle. And while we're here, we're going to make a quick pit stop to learn a little more about Locke's backstory.
I didn't always have this bandana. In fact...
That's his whole story. See, I want a character in an RPG with a completely arbitrary and meaningless story like that.
I want a character in this story to have a memory when they were younger, but then it's like early Final Fantasy like sprites because it was back in time.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Okay, yeah. I would love that.
Why is this cave so green? Why are your memories green? Who chooses green? Oh shit. Maybe she shouldn't have kicked him. No, she was saving him. Assuming.
Yeah.
No,
She did a flying drop kick to his liver to save him.
Locke. Your shitty fucking green.
Oh no, she forgot him.
It's me. It's a Locke.
We eat the pizza pasta.
And then his buddy's like, Locke, why are you doing this? He's like, I was Jesus.
Yeah. So apparently she lost her memories entirely, and she doesn't remember him, even though apparently he proposed to her just moments before. So that sucks, but it reminds me a lot of the secret little story bit in Wild Arms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at the very end of the game, Jack's love interest, like you go into the God of Time, and he's like, I can bring her back, but she's not going to remember anything.
Yeah.
But if there was true love there, then it'll probably blossom again. So Jack's like, well, I'd rather her be alive and not remember me than her be dead.
Yeah.
And die having been a demon.
It's like no shit you would make that decision, but it was just the way he said it was like, yeah, especially for the character he was. I don't know. It was a good point there. Good moment. Good solid ass game.
Good solid ass game, that Wild Arms.
Oh man.
Well, that's convenient. Her last words were Locke? No, her last words were literally my name.
His back looks like a butt, kinda.
A little bit. His butt doesn't need the bright highlights that Edgelord's butt needs. I'm starting to think Edgelord's butt was a joke.
I hope so. That'd be funny.
So actually, the recording session where I captured this little bit instilled in me a good recording practice that I've been using for the rest of the Final Fantasy recordings so far, which is I don't let I don't record a segment any longer than I need to because I came in here, I did the house on the left, and then I walked around for a little bit trying to find the place, and I came in here and I did this little bit. And all told, the video was only like 3 minutes or so. And then I decided to cut it because I had to go get some food. And as the video was being rendered out, the Elgato software crashed. And so that video was just lost entirely. And I went, well, shit. Like, at least it was only a 3-minute segment.
Yeah.
Like, it was easy enough to go redo. I'd say that just outside of town. But from then on, just whenever possible, I just cut the recording. Can I stop here for a moment? I'll cut it.
Yeah.
Is there anything important going on? No, cut it.
That's
Fine.
cool. I bet that cuts
Just being
the videos
like
down quite a bit.
Oh, quite a bit, yeah. And that's the only time I've seen the Elgato software crash like that. But I'd rather be safe and cautious because I know it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Than have us record for 2 hours and it died. That's gone. That's just gone.
Thanks, Elgato. Making dreams come true.
Thanks for the software and hardware, which is like 95% there.
Yeah. Just get there.
Yeah. And so somehow Rachel died, but her body is being preserved by this fucking weirdo.
Weird.
With his chemicals, I guess. And Locke is trying to find a way to resurrect her.
I failed her.
We can make her drink these Phoenix Downs.
No, you don't understand. I failed her.
A, you don't drink Phoenix Downs. B, Phoenix Downs are just a gameplay conceit. They don't actually have any narrative impact. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any point in a game that you can think of where they actually mention the Phoenix Down?
No, not within. No, not in game. Gosh, in fact, there are only a couple of moments I can think of where they reference any of your capabilities. There's a moment in this game where some characters use plenty of moments actually where characters use magic, like as part of a cutscene. And in 7, there's when you get Tifa's final limit break, there's a message in there from her martial arts instructor who talks about how after Sephiroth went nuts and burned down Nibelheim and all that, how he found her injured and cast Cure on her a bunch, but it didn't seem to be having an effect because of how injured she was.
Huh.
Yeah, but no, to my knowledge, nothing about Phoenix Downs. So there we go. We get a hint as to where Terra went. To some town up north. Some shitty town full of liars.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
What you doing in Garb?
Taking whiz?
Everyone's just standing there looking at him. Like, dude, you didn't turn around. You're still staring at us as you pee.
Yeah, get a good look at the royal scepter. Ha.
Hey-oh.
Hoo. Hee-hoo.
He's peeing this whole time.
Yeah, this whole time has not stopped.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a huge man with a bigger diaper.
Oh, what the hell? It looks like they're bullying this poor thing.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's like, stop it, guys.
He even has like a grimace on his face.
And they're like, let's beat up this nerd. And he's like, guys, I'm
Fucking
sensitive.
nerd!
I was just trying to get home.
And then he used the noise blaster to confuse it and make it hit itself. No, I'm dead!
Thanks.
Thanks!
My mom's gonna kill me.
That reminds me of something that I need to show you real quick. Let's see. This is a nice little puzzle where if you set you have to set the hour, minute, and seconds on this clock, and it gives you a cool, powerful tool for Edgar.
What's the time you have to set it to?
I forget. I always forget, and I had to look it up.
Is it? How do you find it in game?
Everyone in town lies. A bunch of them tell you something about the time. Basically, you need to find the times that people don't mention, because everyone else will be like, oh, the hour hand is set to 5. And it's like, well, it can't be set to 5 because everyone here's a fucking liar.
What's wrong with these people?
They're evil and poor, seems to be the implication.
So when he says he hasn't seen it, that means he has.
Yeah, exactly.
It's stupid. It's like it's not even. It's just they're doing it
because they're dicks. Yeah, I should show you these Disney gifs that someone did some simple animations over. There's one, like they're all pretty good. There's one Ariel one in particular that here it is.
That's the best clapping finger guns.
No.
Oh god, that's so good. Are you controlling him right now?
Yeah. You have to climb up this tower, and from time to time you have to leap from window to window.
See, here they go again. I mean, I said this a lot about 5, where I like how they changed up the gameplay elements, like fucked with depth and in perspective in a way by having you fall through floors and climb through like vents and shit. And here they're, basically made it into a platformer.
A little bit, yeah.
And it was real cool. Just to change it up a bit. It's essentially the same game movement, but just enough to make people feel like you're taking a break from.
Yeah, that's a mild change in kind, as it were.
These guys are really so funny looking to me.
Yeah, such a weird enemy design. It doesn't fit with anything, but they just ran with it. And once you have it, it's like, well, fuck. Now we got to make 5 versions of this. But we need a blue one, a green one, a red one, a purple one, and a yellow one. But he's a liar. He loves fighting, so he won't let us pass. Oh no.
You think, oh good, oh shit. Oh man.
Yeah, he's kind of in a weird posture. Just instantly flying towards us.
Dude, Chainsaw is crazy.
It is. Especially the instant death version of it. Which I think I caught on camera once.
It's just random?
Yeah, it has a random chance to instantly kill the enemy. It doesn't work on bosses, but even on enemies that it doesn't work on, it still has a chance to attempt it. So the chainsaw is a little bit dangerous to use on bosses because you might waste a turn. And for whatever reason, I absolutely dismantled this guy. I didn't take the time to power level. He's supposed to be kind of tough, actually. But by raw chance, I just dismantled him.
Damn. Do you eventually steal from him?
No, I didn't.
It always bugs me.
I was looking at a guide for... In fact, he has a whole phase that I managed to skip because I killed him so fast, where he summons a couple of ads and heals himself back up. But, no, I was using a guide for much of this game, or at least peeking through it to see if there's anything worth stealing or looking out for. And he has 2 items you can steal from him. One is a very common item, which you'll have 6 out of 7 times, which isn't worth it. The other is a rare item, which is useful, but he only has it 1 out of 7 times, which means that 1 out of 7 times he spawns, he'll have it. So if you steal from him and he doesn't have it, that means you need to reset your game and then go all the way back to fight him.
Oh, shit.
So unfortunately, this game, enemies have common and rare items, but unlike 9, where the rare items, they had them, it has a very low steal chance. In this one, they either have it or they don't. And you have no way of knowing until you've actually stolen from them.
What a pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass.
I just wish steal mechanics were just like, hey, yeah, you know what? You can steal stuff. We're not gonna hide it from you.
Yeah.
Just get it.
That's...
Maybe a mini game, or I don't know, something like...
9, well, of Final Fantasy games at least, so far 9 has done it the best, where Zidane has the ability to see all the equipment an enemy has to steal, so that you know if it even has it, you know if it's worth spending your time to get, and you can steal any of those in any order, they just have a certain chance of being stolen. So if you're really dedicated, you can take your time to get it. So Tara is in her Esper form, and she freaked out a little bit. And now Ramu, this old weirdo, is telling us all about it.
Hear my story. No, we don't want to.
I really don't want to do that.
Can you just help us with our friend?
Please, you old weirdo.
First, you must hear my story.
Let me tell you about this old fucker. Got killed, and then his friends left his body in a frozen cave, and didn't even tell his daughter. Oh, those craps.
And then they're just like in the corner playing cards as far away from him as possible while still being in the same room.
Specifically playing Cards Against Humanity. So you hear their voices back there and like, oh, I never would have drunk that orange juice if it weren't for my super-rated asshole. Locke, was that you?
Well, you know me. You know my humor.
You
know,
get it? Like, I love the things the Cards Against Humanity people do.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of find the card game itself insufferable.
It just...
Someone put it very succinctly, and I'll probably butcher their words here, but basically what they're doing is they're taking, they're taking outsider thinking and making it mainstream to the point where basically acting like you are acting against social mores is itself a social more. So it defeats its own purpose.
Yeah, the game... I just feel like anytime I play it, even though there are so many cards, I always hear the same cards.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm always like, yeah, I've heard this one before, or, oh yeah, and then people just... I mean, I feel like very rarely do I play with people who select cards that make me go, yeah, I dig your sense of humor. You know, not to say I don't like the people that I've ever played the game with. Yeah. It's just their sense of humor to me is just so like, it's like, yeah, that's really predictable. I guess that's kind of a shitty thing to say, but it's just like, I know everyone else is like dying and I really don't find it funny, and I really don't feel like fake laughing.
Oh, yeah. It's good. People will pick up on the fake laughter, I think.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
I just like to be very frank. And so I'm just like, okay, yeah, you picked the big black cock or something. That's great, because it was something about eating a thing. And you picked the penis thing. It was very, very good, very predictable. And then I pick ones that I like think are fucking hilarious. I can't, like, you know, just really fucked up kind of like, you like, oh, what a clever use of this, you know. And then when one's like, oh, I guess that's sad. That's not funny. That's depressing.
Do you have anything in there about big black dicks, or anything in there that says my mom? Cards Against Humanity, though, the format of it is great for Kickstarter hacks. People who are basically like, I can print text onto a white or black card. I'm going to make my own unofficial Cards Against Humanity expansion.
This one will say big old penis.
There are two ideas for Kickstarters that I kind of want to try just to see if anything takes. One would be basically a Cards Against Humanity expansion, except all the response cards just say, you know, big penis. It's like, we know this is your favorite card, so here's 100 of them.
Big penis.
And the other one is a shirt that says pants on it. And it just says a shirt that says pants. And then the description is just a shirt that says pants.
Let me do some like really good typography.
Yeah.
Nothing like fancy.
Oh yeah.
But just a real solid pants.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll print that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, we can even do the mock-up first.
Oh yeah.
So we don't even have to have a fake, you know, I'll just Photoshop that shit on there.
Just Photoshop it on there. I wouldn't mind even just like getting a couple of shirts that say pants on them. And then for the Kickstarter video, where normally like it's real long and you meet the people, it's just us standing there kind of hunched over, holding booze, obviously kind of dirty. Or like the shirt says pants on it, and then it ends.
Like, yeah, I'll back that.
Like, are you guys preemptively angry with your backers?
Why do you need to make this shirt? Can't you guys? It looks like you already made some shirts.
Yes.
Why do you need to make more shirts? Like, what the fuck are we? What are we asking money for?
You seem to have a handle on how to make this happen. Couldn't you just like ordered more? Do you really need to kickstart it?
We only made 2 shirts. That's the only response in the comments, like, because people comment on it.
Yeah.
You guys, why don't you just do? You already made shirts. Why don't you just keep making them?
Because we only made 2. Yeah, but why don't you make more? So you made 2.
So we needed your support. Oh God.
Oh. just the first person to ask, are you preemptively mad at your backers? So now we have Magicite, and now the game changes. Because now we can learn magic. I love how you learn magic in this, because each Esper has its own spells it can teach you, and it teaches you them at different rates. So you see next to the spells it says like times 12, times 10, times 2. That means that the AP you receive in a battle will be multiplied by that amount for that particular spell.
That's cool.
Yeah, so when it says times 10, that means that if I get 2 AP at the end of a battle, I'll receive 20%, or 20 AP towards the learning of that spell, which is 20% of the way towards 100.
So you have to choose your Esper for each character?
Yeah, each character needs to equip an Esper, and then they can learn whatever spells are a part of that Esper.
And which ones did you just pick up?
At first, it gives you Ramu, Stray, Siren, and... God, I forget the 4th one. I think Kieran?
Yeah.
It might be Kieran.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. So initially it's nothing too complicated, but it is like, here's some thunder magic, here's some cure spells, here's some status affecting magic. Basically it gives you a simple potpourri to play with.
Yeah, that's awesome. It makes me think of Secret of Mana's magic system where you have to equip a I can't think of the name, the magic beings in that world, and then you learn the spells through using them.
I've always loved when you learn through use.
Yeah.
It might not be all Disgaea games, but the ones I've played do that as well. And there it's really interesting because your spell will start off as being... It's a tactical RPG played on a square grid. And so your spell will start off afflicting like 1 grid, and then as it levels up, it doesn't necessarily grow in power, but it does grow in utility. Because it goes from like it hits 1 grid to now you can choose to have it hit that, or like 3 squares in a line.
Yeah.
Or like 5 in a cross shape. Or in an L shape, or the cross shape expands. So the more you use it, it does grow in power, but the more utility you get out of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta figure this shit out now. It's been so long.
And I was looking at that Secret of Man, the cartridge at Pink Gorilla.
Yeah.
I was like, man, kind of want to just steal that.
God, oh man, if I had an SNES, I would have bought it.
You want one?
Oh,
I have 2 in that box.
Oh yeah, guess that would work. I mean, I just bought a fucking record for $60. I think I could buy another plastic piece of art for $60. I fucking, especially to replay it in a format would just be really nice.
So now that we're done with the City of Liars and Shits, And we have espers. Now we can go attack the Imperial base. But wait, we can't do that yet because we can't get there.
What a weird-ass fucking setting for this part of the story.
Yeah. Just make every part of your game memorable. Don't just shunt your players down a hallway,
Yeah.
13.